Just with the amount of emails that I do get, I'm beginning to realize that there's massive brainwashing that's happened, to the point that I could spell it out 50 different ways, but the impact of the scarring and the imprinting from doing something over and over again so many times in an aired fashion has led people to be under a diluted, aired belief. And I'm doing my best, and I know some people are saying, but Dan, you're saying the same things, but if I'm saying the same things and you're not understanding it or you're not comprehending it, then somehow you're not listening, and that's where the biggest problem is coming here. So I realize that the majority of the world today are very poor listeners. And I talk to a lot of people in the course of a week, whether it's by, direct contact, or through email. I try not to do too much on the phone, because I would never accomplish anything if I stayed on the phone all day long anyways. So the key thing here is I'm asking you to slow it down. And that's hard for me to say because I'm able to spill this out at 90 miles an hour, no problem. Because I comprehend and I understand it. I'm not caught under Satan's spell. But some of the emails are beginning to get pretty pathetic. And to think that I'm going to take the time to answer something that's already been answered in a video that has been concisely put out properly, and people want to do the wrong thing and then try to explain why they want to do the wrong thing. It can get pretty, I would just say, testing for me as someone who's doing his utmost to try to teach you truth. So we're going to go to the basics here. I ask people that when they were born, was the actual event an act of God, or was it an act of state? Was it an act of the legal state, or was it an act of God? Now, when it goes on paper in a permanent legal record, that's an act of state. But there's two things going on there, and we need to understand what is public and private. And people are having a real hard time with this. Now, the Bible explains things thoroughly. It tells you what public related to. Publicans were tax collectors, so it's got to do with something to do with legal. The public collective. That's why the word legal means to collect. It's a big, large Roman Catholic collection plate. And if you're a member, you need to be doing lots of sin and registration so they can collect it up at the end of the year. And you're going to file a return on how much sin you did, how much trespass you did, privately claiming something that's not your title. How many times are you going to be eating from the forbidden fruit? Now, the only thing that attaches you to the legal public title is your given name. Now, did that belong to the state on their legal record? Well, we're going to go and I'm going to grab a book on basically synonyms for the word private. Private, concealed, confidential, in camera, individual, off the record. Oh, hold on a second here. This document is a record. So whatever's on there is on the record. Now, what is private does not belong to the state by definition. Private does not belong to the legal state. So if it's private, why is something private on a public record? So the act of state is in damage. It had to trespass on the privacy of that child. It was basically involved in basically laying in wait on the innocent without cause. Now, the child can't do anything, so it's innocent. It could never be involved in any type of trespass because it does not have the ability to consent to do that or have an intent to do that. So this is strictly an active state document. So the only thing that belongs to the state in the title name is the legal surname. That is what is assigned by the state. That is their legal child. Now, in order to create a document that causes all the controversy and all the research, all the free men on the land are going to go out there and capture that security. Well, the problem is you already did capture the security because it's in your hands and now you're the surety for it. And if you're the surety, you pay. Simple as that. And we know that private is a stranger to public, and public is the opposite to private. Truth is opposite to fiction. Caesar's world only operates in fiction. So my question is, why would you have your private involved with something that's public? Why would you place something unalienable into an alienable situation? So I have people asking me questions that they want to go and give Caesar their private name. I said, that's the problem that's causing all of it. You're giving him something private that's now commingled in with his public title, and that proves you're a trespasser. And you require a license to use his title because you're foreign to him. Truth is foreign to fiction. Fiction is foreign to truth. Don't mix the two up, or you're going to be confused. So I have people arguing with me on emails that they want to stick their God-given private name into Caesar's world when Jesus' words was, render to Caesar what is Caesar. So I'm simply not understanding where the mix-up's happening here. They want to talk truth into someone who only hears fiction. So we're going to deal with something in the next video that will tell you how absolutely bad the situation is once you've entered into a licensing arrangement by consent with the state. And it'll be clear and it'll be understandable. And you're just going to have to take these videos slow because I'm doing my best because I feel at times I need to go back 5 videos and come forward 5. Sometimes I need to go back 15 videos ago because it appears by some of the emails that someone lost something 15 videos ago. So, and I certainly would never open up the comment board because what a crazy soap opera that would be of a bunch of people and trolls all arguing on there on what they don't understand. So I'm not trying to be arrogant here. I'm just being very steadfast that I'm not going to lose focus. And I'm just going to keep on putting out the videos